outside of the red line, the sprinters lane, it can actually have a tiny effect. But that's the final call from the commissaire. Scotland go through.
Justice done there for you, Barney? Or I mean, it's just so unfortunate that they were given the wrong information there. But
it was, yeah. That's bike racing at the end of the day, and I don't think it was an intentional moving out of the sprinters lane.
Yeah.
I just think with the fatigue, the length of the race, how far it would have gone, it was just a tiny, unfortunate wobble, which meant they were relegated.
7 teams on the start list for the men's team sprint qualifying, starting with Jamaica. Zoe Boyd, Dan Palmer and Malik Reed are the 3 riders. And it's going to be Boyd who takes them off the start line here. Crosses himself, settles himself, job to do, lap 1 for him. Let's see what Jamaica can do in the team sprint qualifying. Out of the blocks then. Huge ovation greeting them here in London at the Lee Valley Velo Park as Boyd shoots out of the blocks and a big gap opening up. 3 riders, all of them with clear air between. That's a little bit disjointed there from Jamaica as their 3rd rider there is dropped by the other 2. They've got to get themselves together here. He's out of the slipstream and not benefiting at all. And the communication isn't great as now finally the gap gets closed by Jamaica, but a little bit ragged, Rochelle.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's okay when there's a gap between rider 1 and 2, but once you get a gap between rider 2 and 3, that's when the time significantly slows down and affected. This rider has had to do 3 laps full gas in the wind, so the fatigue towards the end would be quite significant.
Yeah. 49.845 for Jamaica, but I think they could probably go faster than that. A little bit of inexperience possibly there. First team off as well. The nerves might have played a factor. But Malik Reed and Dan Palmer went off too hard there. Zoe Boyd and Dan Palmer went off too hard. And that left Malik Reed, their last man, badly exposed. And that will have cost them time. Very, very hard task there for Reed to get the best out of his team and to execute as the 3rd man, having been distanced in that manner in the opening opening lap and a half.
Yeah, it's a very tricky discipline. You really do need to do a lot of training together with your teammates to get the timings right. And as we've said before, it's not about just finding the fastest sprinters. You need to find 3 sprinters that are quite equal in their power outputs, and then use your start